Hi, it's Xavier and welcome to the Bonsai Retreat, and today I think we're going to have a bit of all sorts really. This one has featured a number of times again this year. I cut it back quite hard, put it into the pot. For a while I was really quite concerned that I wanted to get some nice growth up here. We've got some little stuff up here and there, but what I have got that I was really happy with was stuff right down here. And that could be the future for this. So, are we going to go hard again or not? What do you think? I'm tempted to, because it's throwing out lower growth, and I mean, I like this. I mean, look at this lovely flower. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Does it match my hair? Match my eyes? It smells nice as well. By the way, if you hadn't worked out, I've completely forgotten what sort of tree it is. Shrub. It'll come to me in a minute, but in fact it's probably in the title. So I've got a little thing there, so I'm actually going to do this. Nothing's come out of that one. Let's cut back to it. We've had nothing along here, although we've got little ones here. We've got the flower here. I'd like something down here. Probably, if I was honest. Why do I say that if I was honest? Of course I'm honest. Flower's gone. Bye bye. I do. I can imagine this coming in this low. I'm very, very tempted, you know. Go again. Beautiful movement in there. Truthfully, that comes out too fast, so that's no good. Okay, it's probably a better view for you to see it from. I'm looking here and I've got two shoots coming out. I don't want this to be the same size. So let's see what happens with that. Love the movement. I mean, granted, it's going to take ages for anything to get to the same thickness as this, which makes me think it's got to stay at this sort of height. Bear in mind, I've taken the flower off. Let's just topple that. Let's topple that back further. Well, there it is. I never did quite remember what it was called, but I'm sure the name's come up already or is up somewhere. But yeah, and this is an example of again, I know I got this. I'm sure this was a cutting years and years back. There'll be a video on it just up there or there somewhere. But it's so interesting watching stuff that is probably not so renowned for bonsai material. It's so interesting to see what you can do. I mean, the movement on that, absolutely awesome. Awesome. I have decided I'm also going to show you my my cherry. Do you want to see my cherry? I'm sure I can say that. Can I say that? I'm very old, you know, to say things like that. I've changed my mind. I'm going to leave my cherry out of it for now. I thought this Escallonia. Now this one, you remember, it has been growing in a garden bed for years. Pulled it out, and I know there's a video for this somewhere up there. And I just did some initial trunk chops on it. And this is sort of growth back. So all I'm going to do today is, I love it when I say all I'm going to do today, because you all know what that means. I'm going to cut absolutely everything off again, aren't I? But drops of rain. So, should we go to it? This is very much like you might do with a juniper or something like that. Get these bark layers off. Very nice and red Escallonia. That's got just such beautiful movement. I'm not sure whether it's going to be up this high. Who knows what's going to happen here. It may be that the tree stays at this sort of height, or maybe it's that one I want. So let's get rid of the ones I definitely don't want. I could probably see that one. I don't know which one's going to be leaving us, so let's just get rid of the stuff I know I won't have. Won't have that. Won't have that one in the middle. Don't know whether that could be part of it or that one, but I won't have that one there. If I go with these, let that keep growing for now. I don't know, this could be I let that grow. I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep this side low. Goes off like that, and then that way, and then maybe further up there. I don't know. Let's say this again fits in that category. You don't need to make all these big decisions straight away. Primary aim with this one is I'm rebuilding the root structure and trying to decide where I'm going next with it. I want to use these to strengthen this, so these I can cut back and create the potential next set of branching if I stay low. Probably don't see that one. Won't have that. No, I won't have that one. If I stayed low, then probably don't want that. Oh, you missed me cutting that off. It was really exciting. Well, I got very excited by it. There's some interesting movement in that. I'm not ready to cut that off yet. That's why I'm sort of staying a bit undecided with these. Because that could be part of it. Doubt that. I like that as a front. That's my front. If that's my front, that's probably not needed, to be honest. It's going to be that branch. I'm wondering to remove this whole. Don't need to decide yet. Okay. So looking further up here, that's my front. I definitely think that's my front. I mean, the front could go there as well. I don't know. Not sure. And cut that one right back. Okay, under here, got this little bit here, happy with that. I suppose the issue with this is trying to decide, am I keeping it at this height or am I using this up there? And although there is a little bit of movement there, I think there's potential to do a lot more if I actually remove. So I'm going to start removing Okay, well, I haven't made a firm decision on that, but what I'm already doing is saying to myself, what would it look like if it came in closer? So I may build something off here and then have this at a lower level. The beautiful bark. I'm going to use this, and these are the branches I would use. Did anyone just go, oh, shouldn't have done that? I don't know. I think the last time I did the Escallonia, it just turned into a bit of a what can I chop off type fest. Each time I do it, I get a much clearer idea of where I think this tree is going to go. I can still see me removing a lot of this top, to be honest, to see how, especially if you look how this stuff here grows. But I suppose the other thing I am aware is I haven't got a natural taper. This is giving me nice taper up here, so I can develop canopy and stuff from up the top bit there, and then grow from here. I do like the movement of that branch. So yeah, and that is beautiful. Just lift it away, and this is to say what you would do with your junipers as well. The other reason for doing this as well is to look out for little burrowing animals that would love to get under there. Look at that. It's very damp there. And if I had a wire brush, I'd probably use a wire brush on it. Toothbrush isn't exactly the best. But yeah, so that gives you an idea of the bark. This is my Fuji cherry. Again, this is featured quite a few times in my Flowering Bonsai playlist. Got all sorts of things in there. Normally have flowers on them. This was a 4 foot shrub, which got ALA'd and cut back, and this is the original stump basically, which I've grown branches off it. So all I'm going to do now is go around, get rid of a lot of dead leaves, because we all know with the Fuji, if they've been in the sun a bit, they do curl and brown. I've got some this year where I've actually deliberately kept them pretty well 90% shade, and they're in beautiful condition. The ones that have had any sun at all get like this. So all I'll do is now get it back to where I want it. So clean it up a bit. I've got a lot of green down there. So we want to make sure we're not rotting anything. Nothing's grown from there. I'm tempted now to make a decision on it. Front is actually probably, could, apart from those roots, front, I think I've got the front, I quite like that as a front actually. Although I think I picked that because we've got this interesting root here, but I don't like that branch there anymore. Okay, so let's just clean off all bits of growth. Under here I've got 2 and 2, so I'll just bring it back. All I want to do is bring it back to the profile. So at this time of the year, to be fair, the Fuji cherry, it's once the flowers have gone, it can become a bit of a dull tree. Although I love the trunk on this. I'll prune and clean it up. To be fair, unless it's something difficult, I'll show you how it looks like when I finish doing it. Oh, we're definitely starting to see a lot more here. Pads are starting to form. We've got this one that's almost coming towards us if this is going to be the front. But I've got the opportunity to take that further back actually if I really want to be fair. As I say, burnt leaves I'll either leaf cut to get the crisp edges off, so that we can still use the leaf in some way, shape or form to recover energy. It is definitely important to keep on top of the pruning for things like this, because you get such a dense leaf canopy that you do get dieback, and you don't get the buds coming lower in, which is what you want with all your bonsai. And I think the good thing is that because they bud from everywhere, you can actually make lots of howling mistakes as well, which for me is normal. Yeah, so I'll have a look and see how much further back I want to pull that in. I think this one here is probably going to go. It's going to be there. We've got to be bringing it right back, to be fair. And hardwood cutting or semi-hardwood cuttings from these, they're fine. I've done that. I've got quite a few Fuji cherry down the bottom of the garden. We've got this all sorted out on these levels. Not sure whether that'll stay. This branch has been sorted. Starting to look at the apex and clearing it up a little bit. And really it's just about now bringing it right back. As I say, because you get so many buds on these, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but there's lots of little brown buds, and you can basically go all the way back to those knowing safely that that's what you're going to get. Say, Fuji cherry, absolutely brilliant, really, as a bonsai learning subject, certainly for clip and grow as well. And for those of you who are at all unsure about what I mean when I talk about these little buds, you can see them here. A little one there, little one there, all over this you'll see little brown buds, and they're going to be your new growth, and they're all over your Fuji cherries. Again, here, there, there, nice healthy brown looking buds. You can cut even here, there's one there and one there. I could cut this off here. Probably there's no reason not to be honest. So that's what I'll do. Okay, well that's the third one. That's my cherry done, and yeah, lost a bit of foliage, cut back a lot. This is definitely clip and grow, and the buds are so obvious that it's really quite easy to do. It's just a bit like your Chinese elm and stuff like that. It can be quite time consuming and easy to get impatient with it, but stick at it. I think the front's actually going to be there, so when I find a nicer pot than this, I'll be putting it into that, but I'm in no hurry. There it is. Love the trunk on it, and I may end up removing a few of these roots when I get to see how it's developing a little bit lower down. But in terms of what I call a nice classic big thick trunk bonsai, this is probably one of my best that I've actually developed. So I'm really pleased with it. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the Fuji cherry, the Escallonia, and do you know what? I still haven't remembered the name of it. I can see the name in my head, but you all know what it is anyway. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully this is quite short, and hopefully you'll come back for more. And if you do want to know what to do, here's a quick reminder from one of my lovely children.
That's very cool. How did it do that?
Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and comment to get your own rock from Wales.
Gosh, it's good to see they're useful at something in their lives. Anyway, all the best. Happy bonsaiing. God bless. Cheers.